We continue to track severe tropical storm Enteng, also known as Yagi internationally, as it pulls away from Luzon. And I'm going to talk more on this storm system and how it's impacting still the west coast of the Philippines thanks to that inflow. And also it's still tracking off towards the west with some pretty significant impacts in the forecast for Hainan over towards northern areas of Vietnam, including around Hanoi, where you're probably going to be seeing a landfalling typhoon. But another question a lot of you have been asking me about is this, the broader picture, because we kind of have this developing possible low pressure area in the Philippine Sea. We also could be seeing another one just towards the south and east of Guam, and we're looking at TD93W out here just towards the north of Guam, east of the Ogasawara Islands. And more specifically, this area in the Philippine Sea, there is that potential of some sort of development. This is coming off of that kind of monsoonal trough that's been stretching out like that. You have Yagi, also known as, of course, Enteng, right in here in this area of convection, which at this time looks like this could kind of run up and push off towards the north. There's a lot happening here, though. A lot of convection, very warm sea surface temperatures. So you have to understand when we say that long-range forecasts, there's still a lot of uncertainty, holds true. And look at the broader picture here. Of course, you got Enteng right in here, moving across the West Philippine Sea, but let's watch our other areas in the Philippine Sea and the one south of Guam. Watch this with the GFS. Oof, there's a lot going on here. This round high-pressure ridge kind of wants to scoot back towards north and west by the 10th and 11th across parts of Okinawa. We got another area trying to develop behind it, some sort of Fujiwara effect behind that. I think this area, maybe by the 10th to the 12th, though, in southwestern Japan, very well possible. I mean, we can pair that up with our friends at the ECMWF, kind of showing our initial storm. There goes Enteng Yagi, and then right around the 6th to the 7th, you see a new storm developing, and this goes into the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, and actually the ECMWF as well wants to develop a storm system for southwestern Japan. So I think Okinawa, the Amami Islands, and Kyushu, even after recovering from Shanshan, still has to worry about another storm system coming up in your direction in the latter part of next week. Meanwhile, we still have this other storm trying to develop down into the Philippine Sea, maybe coming in from the east. My point is, a lot happening out here. Got a lot to talk about, and at least for the time being, I'll do my best to keep you posted on how it develops. So let's talk about our storm system we have right now before we get into the weeds, talking about the long-range forecast, and that is, of course, Enteng, moving off here towards the north and west. Most of the guidance really agreeing on this running over Hainan and then eventually coming on shore just towards the east of Hanoi. Big rainmaker. Of course, also the Gulf of Bohai does have a tendency to rapidly develop storm systems. It's just crazy warm water out there. You get away from the monsoonal flow coming in from the south, and that does help spur up rapid intensification. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a Cat 2, Cat 3, just straight up strong typhoon here just around Hanoi. And then it's just going to crash into the mountains there of northern Vietnam and really increase your rainfall. So there's definitely plenty of impacts with this storm system still, even as it pulls away from the Philippines. It is going to be potentially destructive with flooding rains and damaging winds. Meanwhile, you're still looking at this flow coming in south of that. So, of course, our intensifying storm here, but this wind swath really kind of shows you coming in from the southwest towards the northeast, and that's going to continue Thursday into Friday for the west coast of the Philippines. So, look at the rain totals, yeah, pulling away with our storm and really crashing into Hainan, but you've also got that flow still piling up into the Manila area through the end of the week before it tapers off by the weekend. And I think that's definitely going to increase that threat of additional flooding out there. Good news for our friends in northern areas of Luzon. This is at B-Town Boogie and Ikani Surf Resort, Ilocos Norte. They're located right about there. They got their event going on this week, and they're a supporter of the channel. So if you want something to do this week or by the end of the week into the weekend, especially as Enteng pulls away, I would highly suggest checking them out. And if you do, let them know you saw them at WestPacWx in one of the video updates. You want to stop by and say hi and watch some good surfing. So be sure to check them out. I know if I was in the area, I would 100% be there. It just sounds like a good old time. Yeah, so I'm going to continue to watch that as it pulls away. Still watching for that flood threat further towards the south, though, just because of that monsoonal inflow. And once again, we're looking at the broader picture, a low developing rate in here, possible by the weekend, and we're going to continue to watch another area down in here. So one, you want to count this cyclone over here, 1, 2, 3, 4 potential tropical systems by the latter part of this coming week. So lots to talk about. And I'm able to make these videos because of your guys' support on our Patreon. If you want to check out the link down below, I would highly suggest it. It goes a long way, maybe just $2 a month in the supporting the channel, making these graphics, doing everything. I should be doing more, to be honest, just with all your support, but I do as much as I can. So my goal is to be able to do it 24 hours. We'll see. One day in my dreams. But yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. As always, stay safe out there, friends. I hope you have a good day.